Something is happening to the monster in the Maschine, the Elder God, the hulking summoner. We've all seen this by now. It is the creature that roams the forest in the Dark Ether. However, Treyarch seem to be changing him. Over on Twitter, a few different people posted something very similar. The first one comes from John Rizzo, where he says, as of the most recent update, D Machine's hulking summoner now has proper textures. And well, as you can see, he does. Previous to this, when we first discovered him in game, he was just a black silhouette. You couldn't see any of his features. Besides from his right hand, there was no textures added to him. Clearly, this thing wasn't supposed to be seen up close, but we do know some people have managed to glitch their way outside of the map and get up close to him. But previous to this most recent update, this guy was just black with no textures. And now, Treyarch have mysteriously given him details. Rizzo also posted his textured walking animation, so you can get a good idea of what he would look like now that he's textured, a better idea of how he moves. Someone else over on Twitter called Eric Maynard said, so I can verify that Treyarch seems to have shadow updated the Elder God of D Maschine, the hulking summoner. Saw some people say they saw new textures, and apparently they missed that he has an entirely new model. The leg details are different, and his club hand can now open. So not only does this guy now have details, but they've changed his model. It doesn't look drastically different, but apparently there are some small changes, and you can see that club-like hand on his left arm does look like it would open up into 3 sections. And then a really cool look at this guy, someone called TZ Ghost posted a fully textured render of him, where we get the most details of what he now looks like, and this guy is creepy. We already knew before this, we could tell there were bodies hanging from him. There are people attached to him. He also has a giant gaping hole in his face. He is very, very creepy. As I said at the beginning of the video, the only part of him that was textured before this was his right arm. This is because this is used as another Easter egg in game, the one where you shoot the doors behind the barrier and his hand pops out. That is him as well in the building. But this now begs the question, why? Why have Treyarch over a month after the game released, pretty much over a month after this Easter egg was discovered, why now would they give this guy details when this is an old Easter egg? Why would Treyarch spend time doing this? And the only reason I can think of, the only one that makes sense, is he's going to be used for a future map. I could definitely see this guy becoming a boss in the future, because we didn't really have one for D Maschine. There was an ending battle where we had to protect Olaf, but unlike in BO3 or BO4, where we had actual boss fights, we haven't had one so far, so we could be coming up against this guy maybe in DLC 2 or 3. There could be another reason, perhaps he'll be used as another Easter egg in the future, but the only reason I can see them updating him and spending time working on this guy is he will be returning. We will see him again. And from the intel that we've had about the summoner in game, there are a few documents that speak on him. The first one says, day 1646, saw something new today, something big. Tall as a building, walked through the fog, difficult to see details. Kept my distance as it passed. I heard talk from others that giants roam this land, but dismissed it as madness. Heard one call them elder gods. Thought I catalogued all creatures here in their pecking order. I was wrong. So this person described this creature as an elder god, a giant. There's also this document which says day 4100. Found one of the big ones dead today. Had the impression they left each other alone, but it was clear from the wounds they fight amongst themselves. There is talk here that one of the overlords is hunting the rest. Sounded like crazy talk, especially because some now worship the giants, but I have seen enough to believe it. If one of the giants is imposing its will on the rest, I shudder to think what new order may emerge. So this document tells us that there are more than one giant. The giants could all be different, or they could look like this guy. There might be more than one of him. It's pretty obvious from all of the stuff we have about him in game that we will be seeing him again, especially now Treyarch have changed him. So there we go. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section below. As always, hopefully you've enjoyed the video. If you have, you know what to do. Drop a like rating, make sure you are subscribed, and I will see you all in the next video. Until then, goodbye.